welcome back to From. Such a light-hearted, easygoing kind of show.
I got most of the Colony House residents squared away. Some are at the clinic, and the last three are gonna stay with me and my mom.
I mean, can't you just board up the windows of Colony House and continue to use Colony House?
Are you okay?
No.
Where are you going?
I got something to do. It's important.
More important than this?
Apparently.
Sure.
The God's got a plan. Look, if you're gonna be the sheriff when I'm gone, you're gonna need to start figuring out how to say things like that for yourself and sound halfway convincing.
I mean, probably not the best time to drop that responsibility on him, but he is going to have to figure it out eventually.
Let's take a walk.
Okay. I asked my father, what will I be? Que sera, sera. Are we doing some flashbacks in this episode? Risky business. I don't usually like flashbacks.
Right.
Mr. Fishin'.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But didn't they call Mom Iron Abbey?
They certainly did. And don't you forget it.
Okay, so they used to be a nice, happy family.
Did you buy the boat?
Of course we bought you a boat. I'm gonna throw myself.
Aw, it's so sweet. That's just so cruel, man. Like, they were living a nice, happy life. They just got a boat. And then they saw that fucking tree.
Where's Father Cautry?
He's gone.
The only reason you're alive is because Father Cautry thought you could help us all get home. The second you prove him wrong, I'm gonna put a bullet in you myself.
Well, damn. He's not in the mood to fuck around.
Okay, they chose the flower. They don't belong here.
Dude, why don't you just...
All right, any of you guys know Victor?
Jade, you just go lower and lower on my list with each episode because you were such a dick.
He said it was starting.
What was starting?
I don't know.
We're all trying to figure that out.
Honey. What's going on? What's happening?
If I had the answers, I would tell you, but I don't know.
Good, you're here. Have you seen Victor?
Hey!
One of the squatters at my house said you ran off to the woods with a flashlight.
Yeah, not now, man.
Okay, last time I found this photo. I don't give a shit about your questions and your symbol and your books.
I mean, we do need to get to the bottom of that.
I think if we get it up over the tree line and we get it enough power, I think we could get a signal out.
We'll see if it works.
Now, this is going to sound very, very strange, and you're not going to believe me, and I wouldn't believe me either, to die.
I was like, I was just about to say, I feel like she's about to pull a gun on this dude.
No, please.
What the hell was that?
I mean, that would immediately get me starting to believe him a little bit. Yeah, no, if I heard that, I'd be like, let's listen to this guy. How did they possibly survive all this without the talismans?
Good.
Ah,
Breathe. Good.
at least it was only dislocated. This is probably the worst timing to ask her about this.
You got a minute?
While she's picking up body parts.
We want to build a tower, and we want to put it on the roof.
What?
That anyone else in the area could hear.
And what area is that exactly?
Look,
Well, I don't know. We're gonna try and figure that out.
and we already got a strong indication that this could work.
Well, we got a little static.
Can you not, like, diminish what we're trying to accomplish here?
Sure.
Alright, well, that was easier than I thought.
You're okay with this?
I don't think the others are coming back anytime soon. So we might as well use the house for something.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Donna.
All I've ever wanted to do is help.
Nothing to chain you two here anyway. If you run,
I understand.
Okay, alright. We have ourselves a, an uneasy understanding. Let's keep it that way. What the hell is that? Oh, that's where they used to hide. Oh, that's smart.
Welcome to your worst nightmare.
Thanks, Donna.
you start small, right? Gather your resources. Create a system, making sure everybody's covered at night.
Been there for one night and he's already showing why he's a good leader.
Okay.
Are you and Dad still getting a divorce?
Girl, I don't know.
I really don't have an answer for you right now. It's a simple question.
And it does not have a simple answer, unfortunately.
You said you loved each other.
And they still do, I'm sure.
We do.
Is it me? Did I do something wrong?
Oh, God, no, 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 no. That you'll only understand when you become a parent. Your only job is to love them and protect them.
And when you can't do that, it hurts more than you could ever know.
Your dad and I were in the kitchen and Thomas was in his changing table right between us. I reached for the diaper and your father reached for the phone and we just turned for 1 second and he rolled off the table.
Such a mundane way to go. That's so sad.
Your father is the love of my life.
If I gotta choose between me and some asshole from Colony House raiding this place, then it's gonna be me.
Nobody's raiding anything. We're gonna figure this out. Just go home.
I'm gonna say these are just temporary measures after a significant tragedy that we all faced. Like, calm the fuck down.
Abby was a Marine. She's the badass in the family.
So how did she die then? Like, what went wrong? She seems like she would be for sure one of the people to survive.
I was just thinking about this dream I had when I was a little girl. Never mind. Just go help your dad.
Tell me.
Lots to do.
We're done. Okay?
We're not done. You told me that I had to step up and be strong while you were gone. You told me we were running out of time, and what part of that's changed? We need to find a way home.
I'm with Kenny.
Or else every single person here is gonna end up exactly like Father Khatri. And if we're not gonna fight like hell to go home, then we might as well swallow a fucking bullet right now.
Way to go, Kenny. You're stepping up.
Okay. Hey, I found a goat.
You got a goat.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
found a goat.
All right. Hey, could you take him off my hands?
No.
Yeah, no, you got it.
You got it. You got it.
Looking for answers, that's when we lose.
Okay, so then why don't we just get someone else to go and look for a while, Dad? We need you here. Mom needs you here.
It's a fair thing to ask. Like, someone else can go look.
Help your mom get everybody secured, tucked away. And when I get home tonight, we will talk.
I get the feeling you're not going to get the chance to talk tonight.
What are you doing out here? Hey!
What's up with these dogs? Seemed aggressive the last time we saw them. Ooh, that's actually terrifying. Lost your way. In this scenario, losing your way is absolutely a death sentence.
Fuck!
How did you survive a night out in the woods? What is this place? Why wouldn't they attack? Is this where he found the talismans? Yes, it is. And just a little curtain of leaves counted as like a door? It's not exactly an enclosed space.
So in other words, you're about to go off into the woods with no idea what you're looking for. Because that worked so well last time.
I mean, it got them the talismans, you dickhead.
You want to be angry with me? You want to hate me? That's fine. But I'm going to say a couple of things, and you're going to listen. I love you. And I am proud of the man that you have become.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Is that really all you got, Ellis?
So you come back, okay? Who the hell else am I gonna argue with?
Sure you'll find someone.
I do really like Donna.
Fuck off.
What?
I know that if there was anything else he could have done, he would have done it. But did you for a second stop to consider what that day was like for him? If you don't get up and go after him right now, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life.
What the hell? Whoa, what is she doing?
It's okay. It's not real. It's a nightmare.
Oh, Jesus. So she just completely lost her mind.
You didn't come back before it got dark. There's no way you could have survived out there, not if it was real. It's time to wake everybody up.
Mom!
Oh, Jesus, dude. That's really awful. Holy shit. It makes Ellis's anger make more sense, for sure. Like, he watched his dad shoot his mom and kill her. But, like, everyone saw what she was doing. Like, he had to have known she had just completely lost it, which I guess Ellis blames on Boyd as well. Damn, like, he had to shoot his own wife to save his son.
What are you doing out here?
But the one thing that saved us was the talisman on the door. But you know, if you didn't do what you did, if you didn't bring those talismans back, it wasn't your fault, Dad. What Mom did, it wasn't your fault. Okay, I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry.
No way, hey, no.
Aww.
This
is getting me a little bit.
I don't want you to leave without saying goodbye. This is not goodbye.
Now listen, I know this looks strange, but just hear me out.
What is she doing here? Look, I need to take her with me. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, I'm very glad they finally had this moment, because Alice was really pushing it for me there for a little while.
The sooner we get this built, the sooner we can all go home.
Maybe. But, like, where are you gonna stay at night? I don't understand that part. Alright. So this episode definitely slowed things down again so that we could have a nice little aftermath and flashback episode. I will say, as much as I don't like flashback storytelling most of the time, I think they did a pretty good job here. It was tied into what's currently going on in a pretty decent way, and it did wrap up this feud between Ellis and Boyd, which I appreciate that there was sort of an actual arc that came about because of the flashbacks. It wasn't just for the sake of getting backstory. It's such a tragic story as well. Like, in so many ways, Boyd can really feel like that is his fault that happened. He was the one going out to the woods and not paying enough attention to his wife, whose, mental health was slowly deteriorating. His son warned him that he needs to stay and check in on his mom and everything, and it seemed like he was genuinely going to do that, but it was just a little bit too late. It's probably not super significant, but I do wonder what dream she was talking about when she was a little girl. I think that was just meant to show that she's, mentally starting to disassociate from what's going on around her. And I do wonder what specifically caused her to have this kind of shift. Like, was it PTSD from her time as a Marine that really got to her? Was it just the fact that this is such a nightmarish situation and she just simply couldn't deal? Like, they didn't really give enough of what's going on with Abby, in my opinion, to fully justify her completely losing it. There also seemed to be no hints that she had any previous situations dealing with her mental health or anything like that, so I feel like that's a bit of a question mark when there shouldn't be. But despite that, it is so sad that the only way Boyd could save his son's life was to shoot and kill her, and again, the amount of guilt he has to feel because of that is off the charts. And then for his son to just hate him for so long after that fact, and he just accepted that, God, I feel bad for him. But like I said, I do like that it formed a full arc and did end with him and his son finally getting over that anger and coming together in the end, like that was very nice and couldn't have come a moment too soon, because I was really finding my patience tested by Ellis. Again, I do think his anger makes a lot of sense given what happened, but he also has to have known what his mother was doing. She was literally shooting and killing everyone and was about to do the same thing to him. So for him to have held on to that anger and not talked about it with his dad for so long still does frustrate me. But I'm glad they finally moved past it, at least a little bit. Other than that, there's not a whole lot that happens in the present day. You have some nice moments with Kenny where he starts to step up as the new leader of the community. And it was nice to see him step into that role and, you know, take on those responsibilities, start to actually become a leader and everything. I did enjoy that. Boyd and Sarah, you know, begin their journey into the woods, which I have no idea how that's going to go, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Again, I have no idea where they're supposed to be staying at night. He brought a talisman with them, but I'm like, it's not exactly like there's a house that you're just going to run across. Unless there is, you know, I don't know. And they do make the ultimate decision to stop having this division between Colony House and town, both out of necessity and the fact that, you know, that system appears to have its flaws, as evidenced by the former episode. And on top of that, we are, you know, good to go on making this tower on top of Colony House to get that radio signal out. I desperately want to know, you know, what they're going to hear when they do get the signal out, because I feel very confident that this is going to work, but I also feel very confident it's not going to work the way they expect it to. Like, they're expecting to get a signal to the outside world and start to work towards getting out of here. I feel like there's no way it's going to be that simple or easy, that even if they do get a signal to the outside world, they're going to run into the problem of, like, no one's able to find them or how to get there. Like, there's so many ways this could not work. I feel like it's kind of doomed for failure, but I also really want to know what they end up hearing. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a 7.8 out of 10. I still very much enjoyed it, but ultimately the flashback storytelling did run into a couple problems for me. I felt the pacing was like very, very slow in this episode. And even though we got a broad answer as to what happened to his wife, it did manage to pose even more questions that I fear are never going to be answered as to, like, what exactly happened to her mental health. Like, why did she completely lose it? And I feel like that was a fairly big oversight on their part. And ultimately, this episode is just set up for the next 2 episodes, which, while being necessary, is, I suppose, a little frustrating that it's pretty much just all setup and flashbacks. But now that the setup and the flashbacks are out of the way, what's coming up next should be very, very interesting. Wherever this story has taken me, I'm locked in. I am ready to go. So I'll see you all on that next episode. And that's about it.